are we doing as far as education is concerned, especially in the rural areas? We have a lot of these girls dealing with cramps that are not allowing them to go to school. There are also cultural issues as well as myths. What is your foundation doing in that regard?
Yeah, before I get to what my foundation is doing, this myth surrounding menstruation alone is a big headache, that parents cannot even talk to their children, their adolescents, on how to manage themselves during menstruation, and teachers as well. So we need to demystify these taboos and misconceptions surrounding menstruation, so that the conversation, it can be very normal. People can talk about blood easily. People can talk about menstruation easily. And what we are doing is that we are collaborating with the teachers that, look, these girls, you have access to them 24 hours. They come to school from Monday to Friday. Menstruation issues should be very, very normal. People should be able to talk about menstruation. And when we are distributing pads in the schools, what we do is that when we are talking about menstrual hygiene, we talk to both boys and girls, because we understand that all of them have a role to play in menstrual hygiene. When the boys are aware of what the girls are going through, they will be able to help them, protect them. And when a girl stays in school, the boy will understand the kind of trauma the girl is going through. So he's not going to be making mockery of them, laughing at them, giving them names and cool. So what we are doing, we are educating both boys and girls on menstrual hygiene. And what we even did in one of the villages was that when we're distributing the pads, we made sure that we give the pads to the boys to distribute among the girls, so that it can be something that is normal. Menstruation should be normal. Talking about blood should be normal. Teachers should talk about it normal. Parents should talk about it normal. Churches should be able to talk about blood. They should be able to talk about menstruation. They should be able to have sessions with the church where they can educate both parents, teachers, the whole congregation on how to manage their menstrual hygiene, how to make sure that girls will be they'll be safe during their menstruation. And what we also want the government to do is that Israel was talking about reusable pads. Yeah, it may be good in a way, but in the communities where they don't have access to good water, how do they wash those pads? And where do they even dry them? So we want the tax totally taken off, because when the pads are cheaper, organizations who want to share or distribute pads, if they use 5 cedi to buy one pad, now they can use 5 cedi to buy 2 pads. So pads should be more available and it should be accessible. Then the other thing we are not even talking about is the gender-specific washrooms in the schools, the basic schools. When these children go to school, are their washrooms friendly for the girls? When they are menstruating, do they have that privacy to be able to change their pads? Are the washrooms gender specific, or is just the 2 rooms that then there's one inscription on one, this is for boys, this is for girls, that's all? No. Do they have soaps available? Do they have water available? Government school building plans, are the washrooms gender specific? Do they have water and soap? So these are some of the conversations we need to be having, so that people can be enlightened on the whole menstrual hygiene issue. Then we know how to take it from there. Then the last thing is we have to empower the local entrepreneurs so that we can start producing sanitary pads locally in Ghana. There was these 2 ladies from Tech who came up with organic menstrual pads from banana stem.
Yeah, they won the presidential challenge and were given some amount of money to start a business. I think it will be good to follow up on them.
Yes, so that we can have pads locally produced in Ghana, then it will be accessible. We want, in the next decade, we want to have sanitary pads everywhere. It should be very accessible. It should be in the schools. It should be part of government policy. That menstrual hygiene should be part of government policy. Now, GES, yesterday I saw they were circulating some flyers on, and they must be recommended, because last year we didn't see that. Information, access to information. there should be a unit in every school that when girls are menstruating, they can go to that unit and have access to information. When you have menstrual cramps, how do you deal with it? We have exercises that you can actually engage in that can help you ease your